How do you make a cool avatar for your channel that looks even buffer than you? Let me show you, because we've got a killer combo, Nano Banana and ACT 2, the dynamic duo of AI video. One creates stunning avatars with perfect vibes, the other brings them to life with real human motion. Today, I'll show you how to animate a custom fitness avatar with just these two tools. Ready? Let's go. Let's begin with Nano Banana,
a character generation tool that works from simple text prompts.
I started with a basic request, a fitness influencer holding a banana. The result is a well-composed image with a clear pose and expression. Then I replaced the banana with a protein shaker. Just a small change in wording, but it shifted the whole context. Adding purple sweatshirt gave the character a more relaxed, casual gym look. For the background, I typed in gym studio, which helped complete the scene. When I wanted something with more energy, I switched the shaker to a dumbbell, and the character took on a more powerful, athletic feel. What stands out about Nano Banana is how precisely you can shape the image. Let's see what happens when we bring this guy to life. First, I tried syncing a dumbbell movement, and, well, let's just say it didn't go as planned. While the avatar mirrored my posture and motion fairly accurately, the dumbbell didn't come through properly at all. It looked more like a shiny blob than a real object. So if you're planning to use props, especially small ones like this, be ready to experiment. In one of the next videos, I might show how to approach that better. After that, I decided to simplify. I dropped the dumbbell and just did a flexing gesture. The avatar looks just more heroic on screen. From this test, I'd say ACT 2 isn't really ideal for showcasing exercise tutorials or equipment-heavy demos. Things like hand gestures, posture, emotion, all of that gets transferred pretty smoothly. The only area that still looks a bit off is the fabric. The hoodie, for example, feels too smooth and lacks texture. But that's a minor trade-off for a tool that lets you animate a character without any special equipment or rigging. So overall, great for stylized previews and motion prototyping, just not yet production ready for props or apparel-heavy scenes. You know, while testing ACT 2, I started noticing a few patterns. So here are the rules I figured out for getting smooth, clean results. First, use soft, even lighting. Backlights or harsh shadows tend to confuse the model and lead to artifacts. Second, keep your body at a mid-range distance from the camera. If you're too far, you lose detail. Too close, your hands or head might leave the frame, which breaks tracking. Third, make sure your hands always stay in frame. Once a hand disappears, the model can't follow the movement correctly. Fourth, avoid wide-angle or fisheye lenses. They distort proportions and make the motion look off. And finally, move with intention. Clear, deliberate gestures help the AI interpret and recreate your actions more accurately. You're not just performing, you're feeding the model-structured data it can actually use. So, where does the duo actually work best? Let's say you're preparing an ad campaign, and you want to visualize a product or a motion scene before filming anything. This setup lets you do that in minutes. Or maybe you're working on social media content. You can generate multiple versions of a character, same look, different moods or gestures, and test what fits your message best. What I found especially useful is the ability to try out things like movement direction, clothing, props, even emotional tone, before stepping into a real shoot. And if you're working alone or just sketching ideas, you can build entire sequences with avatars without needing a studio or motion team. It's not a finished solution yet, but it already works well as a visual sandbox, where you can explore concepts quickly, play with motion, and iterate without limits. As for the feedback, I can see why people are excited. From solo creators to full-scale production teams, a lot of folks are calling this combo a creative cheat code. Personally, I think it's promising, but it's not yet perfect. There are clear limitations, especially with props and fine detail. What's really encouraging is that both tools are being actively updated, so if this is just the beginning, I'm curious to see what comes next. Stick around. I'll keep testing and sharing what I find.